Now, how do we know? If there's false teachers that can arise in the church, if there's false teachers that can arise all around our society and community, how is it that we know that they're false teachers? Number two, I want you to see the test. 1 John 2:22 and 23. Who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? That word denies in the Greek is in the tense that means it's ongoing. The reason why I mention this is because you may go, wait a minute, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. That means that he was a false teacher? It means he was a false prophet? No, it's not what that means. He's saying there's an ongoing denial that Jesus is the Christ. He says, this is the antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. No one who denies the Son has the Father. So John says, listen, if they try to take Jesus out of the equation, if they try to say, here's how you can get salvation by any other way than the completed work of Jesus, they are not speaking truth. You see that now. There are some religions that will come alongside and say, listen, we believe in Jesus, we love Jesus, and it's great that you have Jesus, and now what you also need to do is you need to join our church and do these other rituals as well. And if you do these other rituals along with Jesus, then you will be saved. And John says, wait a minute. If they take Jesus out, they don't have the Father. They go together. You cannot have this. Write it this way. I want you to fill this in. An antichrist wants you to believe something. An antichrist wants you to believe something. Come alongside and say, you have wrong belief. You need to believe this and you need to believe this. A Christian wants you to receive someone. An antichrist wants you to believe something. A Christian wants you to receive someone. Now, hear me. There's belief in there. Don't say, our pastor's crazy. He doesn't think belief's important. Absolutely, belief is important. I believe in Jesus Christ, but you know what? It's not about my belief in Him. It's about my relationship with Him. Here's how Jesus says it. He says the demons believe. If you're talking about belief, you have that. I promise you this, the adversary, Satan himself, has better theology about Jesus than any one of us in this room. So it's not about belief and the emphasis here on belief, but it's about that receiving. It's about that relationship with Jesus Christ. And so John says, if you want to put it to the test, hey, you want to see it, what is it that this person says about Jesus? You see, because they can sound good, but it's not really accurate. You see, when I first had taken the position here in 2016, about 4 years ago, I remember there was a night I was at home standing in my kitchen, and I got a call from Lance, and so I answered the phone. I said, hey, Lance, what's up? And he said, hey, what's up? And I said, you called me. I don't understand this. I've never had this happen. I was like, what did I get into here? Because his thing is, yeah, hey, what do you need? I don't need anything. I'm standing in my kitchen. I'm fine. How are you? And the light bulb started to come on. He goes, well, listen, I just got an email from you saying that you needed something from me, and so I'm just calling you instead of responding to the email. And when I looked at the email, he went and he sent it to me. It didn't sound anything like me. Like, just to give you an example, just so you all know, never once do I say, hey, here's what I need for you to do. Can you get into the church bank accounts and go ahead and wire me and send me some money? We got to take care of a benevolence over here. That's not how I do things at all. As I'm on the phone with Lance, I say, hang on 1 second. I'm getting another call from Belinda. Boop, there's Belinda. Belinda says, hey, what do you need? I said, Belinda, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Hey, I said, let me guess, you just got an email, right? He said, yeah, I was. She goes, it didn't really sound like you, but I thought I'd go ahead and check. As I'm talking with Belinda, I go, hey, I got Lance on the other line. Then, boop, here comes Steve. Steve, email? What? Yeah, you got an email? Yeah, just check and see what you need. Hey, I'm glad that everybody's so anxious to want to help and to see what it is we need, but it's not me. It said, Matt Zamudio, it looked like it was me, and they wrote it with kind of pastoral speak, though it's not how I would write it. And so what's interesting to me is just the way that the Lord works. This past week, here's how it went this week. I got a text from Lance immediately saying, hey, just so you know, I just received a fake email from you saying that you needed me and was wondering if I could help with something. The entire staff knew it. They all knew it immediately. Why? Because we've been together for a couple years together, and they know it's not how I do things. That's not how I sound. Now, whenever you're encountering false teachers, when you know Jesus and you know Him well, something's going to strike you as being off. It might sound like Him, it might look, but you're going to go, this isn't right. This isn't good. I know this isn't correct. And so there's that test where you just get right to the root of the problem, where you ask the person, what do you believe about Jesus? Do you believe that He paid for it all and there's nothing that we can possibly do to earn our salvation? If anybody starts to say and use the word Jesus, which happens a lot, or Christian, and you feel that check in your spirit, just ask that question. Hey, who do you say that Jesus is? Is He the Messiah? Is He the Christ? Is He the one and only Son of the living God? Yeah? Okay, then let's talk. But if it's not, we don't need this.